What's up, homies? Welcome back to Gunsmith Part 7. If you don't know how to count, this is the 7th task in Mechanics Gunsmith series. And I'm not gonna lie, this one's pretty complicated. There's 2 different ways you can build this gun. I'm gonna try my best to stay on track and keep things from getting confusing. Let's get into it. So for Gunsmith Part 7, you need to modify an M4A1 to comply with the given specifications, same as every other Gunsmith task. The specifications you need to meet are as follows. You need a silencer, a 60 round or higher extended mag, ergonomics above 47, and a recoil sum of less than 300. You also need the weight to stay below 3.8 kilograms with a sighting range of 800 meters or more. So obviously starting out, you need to find an M4. And guys, let me tell you something. There are 9 different ways you can get an M4. Try to keep up. You can get an M4 from Peacekeeper Level 1. There's a barter for 3 CPUs and 3 CPU fans. You can also buy the M4 from Peacekeeper Level 2 for $716 US. Or Peacekeeper Level 4 has a barter for this M4 and it's going to be 3 whiskeys and 1 vodka. For Mechanic, there's going to be 6 different ways you can buy an M4. At Mechanic Level 2, you can buy the stripped down version, this lower receiver, for 20,000 rubles. And then you can just build the rest of the gun around that. You can also barter for this M4 at Mechanic Level 2 and it's going to be 2 Pro Kill necklaces. Or there's this barter here, which is 7 GP coins. And if you've got Mechanic Level 3 unlocked, you can also buy the M4 for 67,000 rubles. There's also this barter trade here, which is going to be 4 GP coins. No matter how you choose to get the gun, the builds are going to be the same. When we're looking at the base gun, the first thing we're going to want to do is change the barrel. You're going to need this 260mm AR-15 barrel. That's going to be this one here. There's 3 different ways you're going to be able to buy this barrel from traders. At Peacekeeper Level 2, there's a barter option, and your barter is going to be 2 broken LCDs. If you slide over to Peacekeeper Level 3 and scroll down a little bit, the barrel is also right here for $171 US. Mechanic Level 2 also has a barter for this barrel, and the barter is going to be 3 Marlboros and 2 Apollo cigarettes. After you've got your barrel, we need to change out the handguard, and the handguard we're going for is this MOE-SL. And that's going to be this one right here, the Magpul MOE. You're going to be able to get the handguard from Skier Level 1, and it's going to be 10,000 rubles. With your handguard on your gun, you're going to want to install the 4.1 inch rail. That's going to be this Magpul M-Lock rail. You can buy this rail from Mechanic Level 1. It's going to be right here, and it's going to cost 1,745 rubles. And then on this rail, we're going to want to install a KAC vertical foregrip. That's going to be this one. This foregrip can be purchased from Peacekeeper Level 1 and it's going to be $29 US. Now here's an important part. You need the Prism 2.5x scope, but if you look through here, you see that we can't install the Prism 2.5x scope. On the M4, you actually need to have the charging handle installed on the gun in order to install the scope. Depending on which variant of M4 you purchased, you may or may not have this charging handle. It's easy enough to get. Just throw that on the gun and then that will allow you to install the Prism 2.5x scope. You can buy the scope from Skier Level 2. It's going to be right here for 20,000 rubles. With your scope on the gun, now we need to focus on the muzzle. There's 3 different muzzle attachments you can use on this build. Option number 1 is going to be this Warcomp 556 flash hider. That's going to be this one here. The Warcomp flash hider is going to be Skier 2. It's located right here for 5,000 rubles. If you're not able to purchase the Warcomp flash hider, try out this SF3P flash hider. That's going to be this one. The SF3P flash hider can be bought from Mechanic Level 2. It's going to be right here, and it's 7,000 rubles. If that flash hider also doesn't work for you, we're going to try out this FH556RC. That's going to be this one here. The FH556 flash hider is found in raid only, but you can also buy it from the flea if you have that option. On the flea market, it's going to cost about 30,000 rubles, but that's current pricing and it could fluctuate a little bbit. Once you've found a flash hider that'll work for you, you're going to want to install the suppressor, and we're going to use this 556 mini suppressor. That's going to be this SOCOM mini monster 556 sound suppressor. There's 2 different ways you're going to be able to buy this suppressor. At Mechanic Level 3, it's going to be right here and it's going to be 65,000 rubles. There's also a Skier Level 2 barter, and that's going to be right here, and it's going to be one of these VHS Cyborg Killer movie tapes. And this is the point of the build where I'm going to split it into 2 different parts. Starting from here, I'm going to show you guys option number 1 for a build, and then I'm going to show you option 2. Try to keep up and follow along with whichever option works best for you. To finish out option number 1 for this build, we're going to need to install a 60 round magazine. That's going to be this Mag 60 down here. This 60 rounder here. You know, the most common 5.56 60 round magazine. There's only one barter for the 60 round magazine, and that's going to be Peacekeeper level 3, and the barter's going to be 2 PCBs and 1 GM counter. These items are not that difficult to find. Just hit a few scav runs. You should get it pretty easily. Once you've got your magazine installed, we need to work our way up to the gas block. And the gas block we're going to use for this one is this RG block. That's going to be this one here, the Wyndham Weaponry gas block. A little bit of a side task for you guys. Try to say that 10 times fast. You can get this RG gas block from Mechanic level 1. It's going to be right here for 6,000 rubles. With your gas block installed, we need to work back here to the rear stock. And the rear stock we're going to want to use is this DS150. You can actually use this in flat dark earth or the black. And that's going to be this stock here, the Chris Defiance DS150 stock. This rear stock can be purchased from Peacekeeper level 2. If you scroll down here, you're going to have the option of the black one or the dark earth one. Either one of these will work, and both of them cost 71 US dollars. If you've managed to get this far, you've completed option number 1 for this build. You can complete this gun and turn it in. If this build right here didn't work for you guys, don't worry, because there is a second way you can build this gun. Let me start stripping off some of these parts here so that we can talk about option number 2. Option number 2 is going to be pretty much the same build as option number 1. The only differences are the rear stock, the pistol grip, the magazine, and the gas block. So let's start with the magazine. For the magazine on option number 2, you're going to want to use the 100 round magazine. And that's going to be this big boy right here. You can get the 100 round magazine from Mechanic level 4. It's going to be right here for 42,000 rubles. Or again, if you've got the levels for it, you can buy it off the flea market, but as you can see, it's going to be pretty expensive. Once you've got your magazine installed, work back here to your pistol grip. The pistol grip we want to install is this MIAD pistol grip. And that's going to be this one, the Magpul MIAD pistol grip. You can buy this pistol grip from Peacekeeper level 2. It's going to be about midways down, and it's going to cost 29 US dollars. Once you've got your pistol grip installed, we're going to work back here to the rear stock. And the rear stock you're going to want to install is this GL Shock. And that's going to be this Fab Defense GL Shock buttstock. This rear stock can only be purchased from Skier level 4, and it's going to be 12,000 rubles. And the last piece you're going to need for option number 2 with this build is the gas block. And the gas block you're going to install is this MK12 gas block. And that's going to be this one, the Daniel Defense MK12 low profile gas block. The MK12 gas block can be purchased from Peacekeeper level 2. It's going to be right here for 52 US dollars. You can also get this gas block from Mechanic level 2, and it's going to be 5,300 rubles, but you can only purchase this from Mechanic after you've completed Gunsmith Part 7, which is the one we're on. So I'm going to add it in the video anyways, but I feel like it's kind of pointless to mention. And that's going to wrap up option number 2 for this build. You can go ahead and build the gun out and turn the task in. Like I said, a little bit complicated, right? There's a lot of different options you've got for getting these parts. You can go on scav runs, flea market, buy them like I showed you in the video. However you can come across these options, make sure you build the guns right and get them turned in for the task. Once you complete the task, it's going to lead you into Gunsmith Part 8. And I'm working on Gunsmith Part 8 right now, so I should have the upload ready in a few days. And as always, if I missed something in this video or you think I need to cover something a little differently, let me know in the comments. Whether it's positive or negative, I'll try to take every comment and make the next video better. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, baby.